I started it. My nose started itching. Okay. Oh, we're on. Hello, survivors, and welcome to the bunker. Not the burger, not the burger, but the bunker. I'm your host, T McVenom, with Reality Skewed Gamers, and oh, there was a robot somewhere in here, but I am joined by two guests. They're kind of our regulars now, so you know them and you love them. First one is Nero. He's from 125 and 359. And Nero, I just recently tossed the leadership hot potato to you in 359, and you're doing way better than I am at it.
I don't know about that.
You're doing pretty darn good. We also have Apex Predator. He is only in 359. Apex, you're only in 359 now, right?
Yeah, I've only been in 359.
I'm surprised people haven't tried to lure you to other states to play yet.
They have. I say no.
Don't go.
You say no. Thank you guys for joining us. I think it might just be us three riding tonight, doing some discussion. Delete is on his way. He's actually just about to hop on a flight. There he goes. Delete with a $10 donation. Zombie Coffee rocks, and I wish I could join today. We do miss you, Delete. Delete I think he's missed maybe one or two shows since we've started. I don't even know what episode we're on. Somebody might know what episode we're on. But
I think we're at like 43.
Is it really? 41. No, it's 41.
41.
41. And he's missed like one or two. So we love you, Delete. Have a safe flight. I'm sure you'll be in chat watching, making trolling comments. But we appreciate you. Appreciate your donation. Finn is also tied up. Finn is going to... Where did I say Finn? Finn's doing date stuff with this girl, with old Karma. We love her, and so that's allowed for every once in a while. So Finn won't be on. He may pop in a little bit in the stream chat. I don't know, a little bit later. But for right now, it's just us three. I'm trying to get Jeremy and Maz to join us. Maz Kanata. She's in 359 with us, and we're trying to get her to join. If you see her, tell her to jump in. But
We love you, Maz.
Yeah, we love her
Get
so
on
much.
here, Maz.
And Killer Nikki, she's at work. So she's supposed to be working, and she's in chat saying that she needs the coffee. But thank you guys for joining. We appreciate all you guys checking in. We're going to just do some random discussion. There's been a bit of news that popped out. I don't know if Nero, Apex, if y'all have seen it. They did a dev feedback. Did you see that? No. There was a dev feedback with questions and answers. Then PTR is launched, which is the test server with a new hero. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And all of that dropped after we had made the link for our Lucky Carnival. We were just going to discuss the Carnival event, and I'm like, we've all seen the Carnival event now. Like, it's kind of boring. I want to talk about the other stuff, but we'll go through the Carnival event if you guys really want to. I did have a question for Nero and Apex now that we're on. The Carnival event, do you guys always recommend buying the theme park where you have to shoot the balls at that ugly monster, the ugly zombie?
I only buy if I want the headquarters, otherwise I don't buy it. Although the and everything's pretty good.
I buy the packs that give the balls just because there's plasma in it, pretty much. And then they normally have like shards in it too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I bought it, but I bought it because, like you said, because of the plasma. I bought for the plasma, and there was quite a bit of I like the buffs that they give you in it. Like there's the troop health boost, the 12-hour ones and stuff like that. Those are expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
wait, are you talking about the like $15 to get the rewards things?
Yes,
or the actual...
yes, where you shoot...
Oh, I thought you were talking about the packs where you buy the actual balls that you use.
Wait, hold on. Now I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because you can buy those like where unlocks the different reward tiers for $5 and $10, and then there's the actual pack that you can buy where it gives you 2,500 bio caps, and then it gives you like 100 of the balls, and there's some plasma in it.
Oh yeah, the
and-
pack. No, I'm not talking about the pack to get the balls. I'm talking about where you shoot the balls at. The theme park carnival. You know, you're shooting the little balls
Yeah.
at the scary, ugly baby zombie thing, whatever that is. I hate that thing. But
Oh, you're talking about the rewards for that. Yeah.
yeah, where you unlock the additional rewards. You have your regular standard rewards, and then you can buy one. I think it's $4.99 for the first one, and then $9.99 for the second unlock.
Yeah, I always buy that.
Okay, because after I bought it, I was like, was I stupid for buying this? But then I'm looking at it, and there's so many frags in it. There's like the, custom frags in it. There's all the plasma. I mean, I think I counted it up, but there was quite a bit of plasma in it. Way cheaper than
It's
trying
like
to buy plasma labs.
165
Yeah, way cheaper
just for plasma.
Yeah.
It's
And plus, you get all of the boosts, like the war buffs, and they're
you get
12-hour ones. Which those are really expensive in the new states. Those and I feel like the advanced teleports are just ridiculous.
I mainly do it for the statues.
The statues.
I love the statues.
What do you mean, the little things in the decorations, the Carnival Hope statue and stuff?
Oh, I love those.
See,
Same.
I feel like I'm so bad. I don't ever decorate my stuff with statues.
Have you looked at my base? It's ugly as hell. I just pile up all of the statues from every single event just to show that I have them.
Let's look at it. Let's look at your base.
Really? Hold on.
It doesn't look that great.
Oh, you put them all in the top corner.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Apex. That is the ugliest base.
That's annoying.
I have it optimized so I can speed heal and go between batch healing and hitting help, and then I can train right below.
Why?
And then everything else around the corners.
Do that? It's so ugly.
Because I'm very lazy and I don't want to organize it.
Let's look at Nero's. I bet Nero's is really pretty.
It's not. It's just a lot.
Yeah, where are you, Nero? Jeez.
Right next to Apex.
Oh, there it is. You're hidden behind the star for. Oh yeah, see, yours is nice. And you have a little. Oh, you've got RSG spelled out in your trees. Ugh.
You notice that? I'm offended.
I don't look at people's bases like that much. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. I think Finn probably has one of the prettier bases, like as far as organization. And then you have mine that just basically has a burning fin in the middle.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it's
my
just a
favorite.
burning fin with a burning crotch right there in the middle. I need to probably redo it. I just haven't done it. I was trolling
Nikki's
him.
is way too organized for me.
Is it? Nikki's
Yeah.
is organized? Let's see. Where's Nikki?
She's got like
Oh,
roads.
yeah, she does. But you know what bugs me about your bases is that your troop, like to do troop helps, I have to actually move my screen up to help your troops instead of it just popping up right when I open it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm lazy. Can you please fix that?
Reorganize it immediately.
Immediately. Okay. So everybody's looking in there. Nikki said that I was going to do the RSG thing too, but Nero stole it.
That's right. Beat to it.
So yeah, so I think that pack thing is actually a really good deal.
If you spend anything on this game, I would. If you like only spend once a month, I would say that's the thing you would want to spend on.
Agreed.
Just because of the sheer amount you get for such a small investment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because each one of those buffs is like almost 10,000 bio caps each.
Yeah, well, and it's just the custom frags that you get. I need to probably go through and count them up and just tell people what they're getting for $15 versus some of the packs that they're buying for 10 or 15. And like the amount of bios you get, your EXP. I mean, there's a lot of EXP in there. So I think it's a good deal. So I bought that, and then actually, oh my gosh, look at all these balls that I need to redeem. I have never gotten all the way to the 4,000 in the points.
Oof.
Have you guys done that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's how lazy I am that I've never gotten to
Whoa.
4,000.
I just hit it like an hour ago.
I hit it, and then I've just been saving all of mine so no one knows how many I have. and then I'll just pop them all on that last day, so nobody can like boost ahead of me.
Oh yeah, you think you're the only one that's thought of that?
Well, I know I'm not, but I'm not like actively going for the permanent skin just because it is, excuse my language, but it is the most fucking butt ugly thing I have seen in this game.
We'll talk about that in a second. I want to address something. Comrade Mayer said, if you spend once per month, spend Plasma Lab only. Sorry, triggered. Besides this, yelling all is so irrelevant if it's not plasma. I get what you're saying, but for $15, you can't get much in the plasma. You can't get as much in. You won't get as much plasma in the Plasma Lab as you would getting it right here for $15, would you? No. So, I mean, if you're only spending $20, you get plasma and you get other things that are going to help your base. That's what we're saying, is not so much, for plasma only. It's for other things too. Ooh, you get all these frags for that. That's pretty good if you hit that.
Spending that $15, you get a lot. It's a very well-rounded pack, I believe.
How much do you get?
Plasma.
How much do you get in Plasma Lab for like $20?
Hold on.
Let's go check.
What do you get? 200?
Oh.
Plus you get the boxes, which I'm never lucky on. I always get 5.
Well,
so you get slightly more plasma.
Right, but that's it.
Yeah, but you have a possibility of getting a lot more, but you generally, if you're unlucky like me, you won't get anything.
Oh, wait, what do you mean? No, if you spend $15 in Plasma Lab, you get 70 plus 35, so 105 plus 3 of the boxes. So even if you get 20 per box, which you probably will not get,
no,
that brings you up to 165, and that's about what you get for.
Yeah.
I mean, let me tally it up, but that's about what you get for the theme park thing.
Yeah. So for $20, that's pretty good. And Meyer, I see what you're saying. $50 gives you 700 cores. We're talking about somebody that can only spend like $20 or $30 a month, in which there's a lot of players that have that. They have a new lab.
80, 110, 20, 130, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, it's about 165 plasma you get for that $15.
But I think what they're saying too is to spend like on Plasma Lab every time it comes out and build it up, and then break out, get the highest crate. I don't know.
Oh, that's smart too.
Yeah, I need Mako or Finn, who are free-to-play pros. They would be able to break this down for us exactly which one's the best deal to do if you can only spend $20 a month. And we might actually do something like that. We might ask them to come on and say, if you have $20 a month, this is how you should spend it. Or if you have $40 or $50 a month, this is how you should spend it.
Maybe we should just make alts and just do that.
Maybe we should. I think it would be a good idea. Do you have the time to do that?
Do I have the time to do that? No.
No. No.
I might though, just for that.
Just for that.
Yeah.
So the other thing they have, of course, I love the one thing that I do like about this. I don't like Lucky's theme park. I don't like the carnival event at all because I just don't like the clowns. I don't like the way the skins, like Apex, what you said, the skins look. I can't stand the skins here. And
I don't mind the skins.
Really?
I just don't like that they recycle them.
Here, I'm gonna just spell this out for you. When I went around looking like random porting for resources, if I saw people with that skin, I would burn them first. I was specifically targeting people that had that skin just because that's how angry it makes me to see it exist.
You mean the I hope you're talking about the lumbering, like, genie looking one, right?
I'm talking about whatever one people are using right now.
This is the one that I have on.
Angry to look at it.
The Crazy Carnival HQ. That's the one I can't stand. That has like the big blue genie on the top. That's like just like bouncing around like this. I hated that one.
If you look right above Nero, that skin, it makes me angry to look at it.
Yeah,
it's like a clown.
Yeah.
That activates my fight or flight response, and I don't run away because I'm not very fast.
Yeah, I don't like the genie one. Who's
Wait.
that? Echo? Is that, somebody got their stream up? Somebody got their stream up. 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 Somebody got their stream
I'm only in the chat, or I'm only in the call. So
Why can't I?
So yeah, so the skins I don't particularly like. The marches I don't particularly like, but I do love the story behind this, where they have like Miho. Chef's in love with Miho, and you're trying to get Chef to work up the courage to let Miho know he's in love. I think that's kind of funny that they did that. They paired like the most odd couple, and I think it's cute. That's really, honestly, I like the anything where you have this chance to do like the where you're shooting things at whatever, and you get to unlock the extra additional rewards. I like those types of events. Um, if they're out in the wilderness with that HQ skin, they want you to attack. It's probably true. They don't want Apex to attack. Trust me.
I just changed mine because it bothers Apex.
Maybe I should change mine. But I love, love, love this Hope skin, though. The one, me and you, Nero, had it for a little while. It's pretty.
Which one?
The other thing is the carnival clowns that are out in the wilderness that you have to kill the clowns too. I'm not particularly fond of that because they just look weird. But I think everybody just has a clown thing. They don't like it. So I'll be glad when this one's over. So they have the theme park carnival. You have the theme park love. So you have the rapid strength, similar to survival of the fittest, it looks like. And you get the extra balls with that one. Basically, I just get all of my rewards with it, and then I'm done with it.
Yeah.
This event, when it's hitting now, is, I feel, incredibly important, just because 359 is about to get the next generation of heroes. So that's why we have people in our state that are like so high in scores, like top is like 35 million.
Yeah.
Because they want those general fragments. So then when Tweak, Roxy, and I cannot for the life of me remember the third guy's name. The brother and sister or whatever.
No, it's the son and daughter.
Son and daughter.
Right? I mean, the daughter and father.
Jeez.
The father and daughter, yeah. Them. But they're coming out, so those general fragments are going to be worth a lot to people that play at the higher end, because that means you'll be able to get yours to general faster and have an advantage in this upcoming SVS. Is I feel like it's going to be pretty heavily influenced by who gets which hero higher faster and who has hoarded more of those general gold fragments beforehand. Yeah.
It's Eli and Emma. Yeah. So I'm a bit, I don't like this carnival performance thing where you have to progress and you have to like get things day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and day 5. I don't think the rewards are very good for that, for all of the time it spends going through that, and like it annoys me, all the red bubbles, and I'm going through making sure I hit everything. I don't feel like the rewards are that great for it. Like at 40 you get 10 balls and 3 map searches. Like it doesn't seem a lot. And then I feel like if it gave you a March skin or something, it would be good. But all it gives you is that, decoration, which Nero said he likes, but I don't really care about. But I don't know. Just doesn't feel like it gives you very much. It gives you like 2K bios, and then some legendary skill books. But I don't know. It just feels like a lot. And then there's nothing to do afterwards. So let's say you get your 80. There's no like bonus area. So why do you even keep trying to bother doing further than that,
Well, 2 things. One, a lot of that stuff you pretty much just do as you normally play, like killing infected fiends and all that. So I look at it more as like a reward for just logging in every day and doing what I normally do.
But you have daily quests for that.
Well, yeah, I know, but this is just an extra little thing.
Yeah.
So, and then 2, for the people at like the top that are going for that first spot, I feel like getting all of those done for those extra few balls can really help at the end. If they don't want to just burn 3,000 hours worth of research speed ups on an event just to get that skin, it's easier to get a few extra balls just by completing a bunch of crap that you normally do anyway.
Like the last event, I think I only knocked you out of 10th place by like 30.
4. It was exactly 4.
4? It was 4?
It was 4. I was very that's why I was so angry. It was exactly 4 points.
Oh, that would be so frustrating.
So yeah, it matters.
Yeah. I'm not bitter about that at all.
Oh, that's rough. I didn't know it was that. I mean, 20 is close, but I didn't know it was 4.
I mean, you know what? If you put it in that context, it does. I mean, I guess it's okay. I don't know. I'm getting overwhelmed with some of these rewards. Like maybe I'm getting stingy. It's Eli and Emma are brother and sister. I had no idea. I thought they were father and son. I mean, father and daughter.
I thought it said it was brother and sister.
That's a huge age gap.
Yeah, what are they feeding that kid?
For real. That's yeah. So, the other thing while I'm in here, I just need to make note that we did really well in our Alliance Throwdown that we have not done well before. I mean, we did okay in the past, but like we got all our milestones. We're doing really well. We're ranked 12, which I think is the highest for us in this level, right? For Throwdown. Yeah. So I'm really excited for that.
It's you and CG.
Yeah.
No, somebody beat me. Somebody's passing me now. I mean, it was me and CG. Let me see.
Whoa.
Oh shoot! I actually need to go. I keep forgetting
it's Maz, you, and CG now beating me. But I could probably do a hard push and get back up there. Yeah. Both of you going down.
My problem is I see the activities that I need to do. I forget to hit accept, and then I do them. And then I get angry that I forgot to hit accept, and then I don't do anything till the end of Throwdown. Is I'm not very observant of what I'm doing.
See, what I do is I'll see like an event, and I'll do whatever is required for the event, and I'll completely forget about Throwdown. And I'll look, and there's like 4 things that I could have done for Throwdown that I did for the event.
Yeah.
I just never did any of them.
Yeah, I did that earlier too, like where I actually spent on a pack or something like that, and I was like, because you know, if you spend anything, you should be on one of those biocap ones. Like, that was annoying. Hey,
Nikki,
sweet tits there, Tits of Fury. When are you gonna come join us on the stream one night? We miss you. Do you even play SOS anymore?
Yeah, seriously. She'll hop on voice chat every once in a while, but that's it.
She's gonna be mad at me for that one. Okay, so now that we've got that all of you, anything else about the Carnival event? I mean, oh yeah, there was this in the mailbag. It said, "Dear Survivor, since many new players have been looking forward to last year's Carnival decoration, we added this item to the Carnival rewards this time, but we didn't consider the problem of getting the same Carnival decoration repeatedly. Therefore, we will uniformly compensate the affected players after the event ends. We will prevent such problems from recurring in future game design. Sorry for the inconvenience, and thank you." So are they talking about like just like statues, like the statues? Carnival decorations? Did you get that?
I'm assuming that's what that means.
I'm assuming that's what it means too when they say Carnival decorations repeatedly. But then why don't they do that for the skins then? Why aren't they changing up the skins?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
Ooh. I just don't like how they're doing the same skin.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, I feel it's frustrating.
For a Carnival, there's so much you can do with the skin. You don't need that genie.
Yeah, I agree. Hold on, I'm sending old Tits of Fury here. Invite. Yeah, so there's that. We'll see what comes of that. But so the big news, obviously, and I don't know if you guys aren't in the PTR, right? Nero, you're not in it. Why don't you get in it?
What's that?
Why don't you get in it again?
Well, because you can only do it on Android, correct?
No, you can do it.
You can do it on iPhone?
Well, you can do it on an emulator.
Oh, see, I don't have one. So.
Yeah. Apex, are you going to do it?
I am lazy and I'm also on an iPhone.
Yeah.
I have an Android tablet I try to do it on, but
Yeah, you can also get an emulator on your computer and do it that way as well. But I haven't. Finn's supposed to show me how to set that up and help me get it set up, and I've just been lazy too. Super lazy. But anyway, so now in the PTR, apparently there is a new hero. Ooh, thank you for my zombie coffee. Shout out to the sponsor. But there's a new hero called Wacko. And let me see if I can find a picture to put up.
I love that name.
Do you?
I love it. Wacko.
Hi, sweet tits. What you doing?
Hey. Eating dinner.
Eating dinner.
What are you guys doing?
We're streaming.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just streaming. So we're just talking about in the PTR. Are you in the PTR, Fury?
No.
So if for all of you guys that don't know, Fury is actually in State 42. She leads one of the top alliances there. She's an SOS queen, but she's also does other streams now. We'll have to post a link for you, Fury. I've been watching some of your other streams and they're awesome. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
You enjoying
Some
yourself?
different stuff. Yeah, I just got done streaming a game that I did. I just hit 300 followers the other day, and yeah, and so I said I was gonna do a whole playthrough of this horror game that somebody recommended, and I chickened out after 4 hours because I'm starting to lose my voice. You can't tell now because I'm eating, so it's helping, but I was screaming so much.
Is it that scary?
Terrifying. Absolutely.
I think I can guess what game it was.
around.
What do you think it was?
Outlast. The
No,
second
but
one.
but I do want to play that one. Yeah, I do want to play that. This one was at dead of night, and it's Clue and Phasmophobia put together.
Ooh.
Terrifying. Yeah, but it's good.
I'm just now getting to the point where I'm thinking about streaming Phasmophobia again. I don't know that I could handle that new game.
Yeah, probably couldn't. I can't even handle it.
Yeah, if you can't handle it, you know I can't handle it. I'm be jumping around like crazy.
Right?
Well, good. So we're gonna toss out a link to your stream too, so that everybody can give you a follow at the end here.
Oh, thank you.
So in PTR, they just announced that they are testing a new hero. Now it's just testing right now, but I'm feeling very confident they're probably going to release this. And it's called a resonating hero. And basically, a resonating hero is like I'm assuming it's like a support type hero, but you can link it up to another one, and you treat those as one entity together. If that makes sense. Like Maddie and Frank. Yeah, kind of like that. But they both have their own stats. But when you link up the resonating hero, which is Wacko, when you link him up, he takes on the stats and the level of the one that you're linking him to.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you get double
I saw
abilities.
What?
You get double the abilities.
I'm still kind of not sure about how that works as far as does he just give extra buffs or
right
or how that works, because they're still not really clear about on them. They do have I've seen screenshots, and if you guys, there's also Teddy put up a fantastic video. It's just basically showing the PTR and how it was unlocked, but not really the mechanics of how it works yet because nobody knows. But it's basically Wacko has his own skills, like explorer skills and military skills and stats, but you link him up, you don't level him up the same way. I don't think you just link him up with one of your already leveled heroes, and he takes on that level.
So would you need fragments for that then? You
still use fragments, but you use fragments as resonating fragments. You use the fragments to link him up. If that makes sense. I'm still I'm still trying to figure it all out. I just started reading about this today.
Is there a duration of how long they're linked for? Or is it just until you switch it to something else?
Right. I wonder if there's a cooldown in between, or if he's a permanent attachment, or
I think it's a permanent because it's linked up until you unlink him. Like there's the buttons that I saw that were screenshots of that were put up were you power share and you keep the power share until you undo it, like manually go in and confirm end power share.
Well, if you put it on your
have a
strongest hero,
thought.
then you don't really need any more fragments if you just keep it on your strongest hero.
Yeah, unless you want to switch it around to another hero. Like, because he's going to give buffs depending on what situation, you might want to move him around to other heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on the situation. So, I don't know. And I'm sure there's somebody in the chat that probably has way more information that's already in the PTR. So, if you guys have more information about that I don't... It says, rare and epic heroes don't need fragments. Legendary heroes require 100 frags. That's what's in PTR. But that might change later.
I'm thinking, is this maybe the devs' way of trying to close the gap between the older states and the newer states?
Yes, for Hero Exchange and for the Hero Academy thing, they're trying to like do some kind of that's what I think too.
Okay. And the other thing was,
yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep talking.
No.
Does linking it to different heroes give different abilities? Like if Wacko is an infantry hero, if I link him up with another infantry hero, would that give some kind of extra boost? Like how like some heroes give the extra boost if they're in a rally or defending a city. Would that give him some form of boost like that if he's linked up with certain heroes?
Well, so
like what's his hero type?
When I look at the when I look at his information, it's like it's the military skills. Say like Erupt is the first skill, and it says every 6 rounds, Wacko erupts into fury, causing 200% extra damage to the attacking target. So like it's extra damage on top of your hero's damage, or already whatever damage they're creating. And like the second skill is each attack restores health worth 50% of Wacko's attack. And then the third skill is Whirlwind, which when Wacko erupts into fury, 200% extra damage will be caused to non-attacking targets. Additionally, non-attacking targets will be disarmed for 2 rounds.
And so that's the max skill.
Yes, those are the max military skills. So I'm not sure, and I don't know, like in here it's got him as infantry siege rally, but I don't know if that's because he was linked up to somebody that was that, or if that's his standalone.
I'm assuming that you would just, if you hook it up to a hunter, it would just take over the hunter.
I don't know.
If you hook it up to infantry, it'll be the infantry.
Yeah,
I don't see if it's a hunter hooking it up to an infantry hero.
Right.
That wouldn't make sense to me. You would get hunter stats and infantry stats for one hero.
Right. He must not have a type, because otherwise they'd come out with 2 more for the other types.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they could just lock us. You can only link him up to the same type of hero. So infantry to infantry.
Like maybe you choose. Yeah.
And that's possible. And again, it's possible that they're just getting feedback on everything from the PTR, and then they may tweak them a bit based on like, this doesn't make sense. We can only use it really for one hero. They might tweak it to where you can use it for others. I don't know. They don't really make a whole lot of changes from PTR in, but they do some strength changing and some stat changing. So I don't know. Eric B said the video Teddy made, he was 2 different heroes because his skills differ from heroes. Wait a minute. He was 2 different heroes, but you can't use them separately. Once they're linked up, it's considered one. His skills. Okay, Comrade Mayer said his skills are stable and static for every hero. He just uses level of skills and stats of the hero that you choose. For example, if you have Eli with all 3-4 skills, then numbers and skills of Wacko will be lower than maxed. Okay.
So it takes the skill level of the hero you link it up with too. Okay.
So that's interesting. He said he only sees one usage for this hero time with Emma and Eli, and leave it like this till new gen releases. But what's interesting is that not max players will have, with different heroes level, will have fun with this character. So I agree with that.
Yeah.
if you don't have a max, this is just an extra boost to kind of get your heroes a little bit more damage, I guess.
How do you get this hero?
They said that you're going to be able to get through regular, you can obtain frags like in-game rewards and stuff like that, but it'll be limited and not always for free. Like there's going to probably be packs for it. And then there's also going to be other things that you can win frags for it, but it'll probably be like a slow grind. Maybe like Maddie, where there's like things you can get Maddie frags for, but you also purchase it too, you know?
Will it pop up in the hero precinct?
Probably not, if it's just matching whatever you're attached to.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would do that, because you wouldn't need to level it up because it's going to be attached to whatever level whoever you attach it to is.
No need for that.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting to see, though. I mean, like, it's kind of cool. I mean, I think it's cool that they're introducing new heroes, but I guess the skeptic in me is like, what you trying to do?
Well, like, how many more heroes?
Yeah.
I mean,
like, is this just more things that we're going to not... I mean, we also have, like, a new tier, a new gen of heroes. Then we're also going to have support heroes to buy with it, you know?
Yeah.
We need more elite heroes.
You know, that really grinds my gears in this game.
Did you say grinds my gears?
Yes, it grinds my gears because I was going to say another word, but it was going to be a lot of curses. But the fact that we have 2 heroes that are considered rare, and then we have we have more of these legendary heroes than we have these epic heroes, and that just makes no sense to me. Like, wouldn't there be more of the supposed more common hero and then less of the what's supposed to be the uncommon hero? So like more blue heroes than purple heroes and more purple heroes than gold heroes.
Yeah,
add it to the list of backwards things this game does.
There we go.
Yeah.
I mean, we still love it, obviously, but God, it's like it's just another thing that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Really, it is. We need more purple infantry heroes with PvP abilities like Eva. I would agree with that. So that's the new hero info. And the other thing in PTR is this new building called a broadcasting office. And I think what that's going to be is like another, where we have the little airplane that has announcements and tips and stuff. I think it's going to be like a standalone building similar to that, kind of like the billboard. I think it's just going to be another place like that where you go for frequently asked questions and tips and announcements, and then a place for support. But that's all that I noticed in the PTR stuff.
Just going to take up space pretty much.
Real estate.
Yeah.
But like I said, Teddy has some great content. If you guys aren't in the collab server, honestly, it's got the best content I find. The collab server for PTR information and stuff that's coming out, the announcements and things like that. So she also does videos on most everything that comes out. So check that video out if you want to see all of that, and see what you think. Okay, so the next thing that we need to talk about, whoopity-doo, is the dev feedback. Did you guys hear about that? You know how they did the dev feedback? Every once in a while they'll release questions and the devs don't answer it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did.
They pick some and not all.
Yeah, where they cherry pick a couple of them and then they'll post very carefully worded answers for it.
Yep.
Oh, there's Teddy. She's in there. Hi, Teddy. Savagery Gaming. They did that so that free-to-play can keep up a little bit skills-wise. You get the stats of Chef, but the skills of Wacko, which his first skill is similar to Roxy. Okay.
See you Sunday, Teddy.
Oh, are you against Teddy?
LDN. Yep.
Can you stream that?
I don't know if Teddy's gonna stream it or not. I'm considering it. We'll see.
I bet you will. Teddy, are you streaming that on Sunday? That would be. I would totally wake up to watch that.
Right. Well, it'll be at. Actually, I don't know when our fight is. I'm a horrible alliance leader.
So am I. Don't feel bad.
You're great.
Right. So good. We're great.
It'll be fine. Everything's fine. So, yeah, Teddy, let us know if you're gonna stream that, because I'll totally be down to watch it, or Fury.
Yeah.
Okay, so the feedback, developer feedback time on Friday. The first question was, is it possible to put the formation button somewhere else? It's hard to do formation when notifications above pop up, especially during the influencer trap.
Oh.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Ooh, Teddy said she is, but it'll be 1,000 or 1,000,000% nervous.
Oh, 100. Yeah, exactly, Teddy. There's so much pressure on this event.
I'm so gonna watch it. It'll be so good.
Yeah.
Because I love both you girls. I want you both to win, but
I know,
want to see
right?
one of you demolish the other as well. So
Yeah. Well, it's heavily slated against us. It's like 90% favored for LDN, and we're 10%.
really,
Yeah. It's all good. Can't wait.
I can't wait either.
You just gotta think of it like Airbud. No one
Right?
believed in him, and then he succeeded, I think.
Oh, pretty much the entire Res League, everyone has been slated above us, and we haven't lost yet. So,
Airbud, there we go.
right?
That
Anyways,
makes me wonder, like, what I bet on.
Yeah, I don't know who I bet.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
don't
wasn't
even
that one. We don't have to bet on those two, but it was just
No.
interesting that you brought it up. Okay, so the question was, is it possible to put the formation button somewhere else? Because, of course, the pop-ups block it and stuff like that, which has been annoying. We've been bringing that up forever. So I'm glad that they've addressed it. They said, yes, we received a lot of feedback about the pop-up notification blocking the formation button, and it has an impact on the influencer trap game experience. According to our players' request, developers have finalized a specific optimizing plan. The top pop-up window may not be changed, but the formation button will be moved, and this change will be implemented in the coming weeks. Please keep following our updates. So my thing, though, about this, though, is it still is going to bug you, like if you're in Capital or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you're anywhere where you're in a screen where there's a lot of rallies started and things like that, it's still gonna pop up.
It's not even like the rallies. It's like if I want to check something in my mail or have to check a report or something really quick, and it's like the troops return or rally launched or something else is happening, like it pops up and I always click on it.
Yeah. So I don't know why can't it be moved? Or like,
Or
why
make it so you can
can't the
click
pop-up
through it.
window be moved? I mean, pop-up window change a little bit.
or at least like when you're in the middle of an event, that it disappears. Like it's the same issue we have during Res Raid, where you can't click your formations, and it's really important that you're Johnny on the spot with that, and instead you get a banner that someone's strike team.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. Somebody said, actually, are the notifications that someone appreciates your help and someone launched a rally so important for us to see? I mean, I'm sure somebody likes those. But yeah, so they're apparently going to try to fix that. So at least they're addressing it. Let's not bash it until we see it. So, because it might work just fine. Who knows? I'm trying to be better about being open-minded until something comes out and not be so cynical, but it's really hard for me.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, we already went through them changing that screen for rally setting anyways. So it makes everybody a little concerned if they're going to do another change to that when it's something so silly they could change the actual pop-ups instead.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Or like, remember when they changed the whole March setting dynamic?
Yeah.
And it was just awful because you couldn't change the heroes out. It was just a big mess. It was a huge mess. So that's, I guess, things like experiences like that kind of leave us a little jaded and worried. But at the same time, they did fix those things after.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, we can't fuss at them for not fixing things, and then when they fix it, we fuss about it. Like if they're trying, at least. So
what if you just have it like change a different color, like the top bar? You know how it's like that see-through black. What if, like, if you launch a rally, that bar turns yellow, or if your troops return, it turns green, or if you're being attacked, it turns red.
You mean just turns a color so you know something's happening?
Right. Like a corresponding color means something. So you don't have like a drop-down thing telling you your troops are returned or a rally's launched.
Similar to the way when you're getting attacked, the screen kind of lights up red.
Right. But not the whole screen, just the top bar.
That's interesting. Yeah. No, that would be good. Or like even a yellow flash, like something's happening in the alliance versus a red.
That doesn't get in your way of doing stuff when you're trying to do.
That's a good idea, Nira. Look at you. Look at you, Mr. Idea Man.
I apologize. I have to leave for a little bit. I should be back in like 20 minutes though.
He said he told me, he warned me. He's like, I got to pop out for a minute and I'll be right back. You go right ahead. We'll see you back in a little bit, Apex. Eric B said, why are they replacing the paper airplane that takes up the least amount of space with a building in our settlement? And honestly, I think it's because nobody really realizes that paper airplane does something. Do you know how many people don't click on that and don't know? Well, and to be honest, they don't update it as much as they should. I know in some of the newer states, they're actually putting Teddy's guides in it, which is awesome. But in the old states, they don't do that. We don't have that. And even in 359, we don't have the guides in there. They don't update it regularly, so people don't pay attention to it. But they would if they paid attention to it and they'd let us know that it's there.
Yep.
Okay.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list. Okay. So the other thing was number 2, improvement on infected horde. So in response to a large number of feedback from players on the duration and point gathering of the infected horde, we have greatly optimized the gameplay of the infected horde event recently. By reducing the event duration and changing the way points are earned, and we kind of already got notification about this, didn't we? Didn't they send out something about this happening?
How points are different for Horde?
Yeah, about the points of the reinforced players will not be stolen anymore, and reinforcers will get extra points, so as to solve the player's bad experience in the event duration and points acquisition. The new infected horde is currently being tested on some servers, and we will evaluate the test and implement it on all servers as soon as possible. Please look forward to it.
Yeah, I never thought that was really that fair. Like if you're 5-star reinforcing a 28, you take all of their points.
Yeah, but it was kind of fun though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But no other game does it like that. This is the only mobile war game that I've experienced where you steal the points instead of just like building up for both.
Yeah, it really kind of like works against teamwork when you're like really trying to. Yeah. I agree. I'm kind of glad they're doing that, and I'm glad that they're changing. I hope that they stick to the changing the time, because it does take way too damn long for that.
I used to always do that to Rusty in 125.
Steal Ella's points.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So mean.
I'm sure you did. That doesn't surprise me at all.
Teddy said they added a broadcasting center in PTR now, which occupies 4 spots. Yeah, we actually, right before you popped in, Teddy, we just talked about that, about how it's going to be similar to like what is that weird building that sticks up like a triangle? What's it called?
What?
A triangle?
It sticks up like a triangle.
Oh, the event billboard?
Billboard, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, do we have a pyramid in our bases?
It sticks up like a weird like triangle.
It looks like a pizza place.
Yeah.
It does.
Pizza Planet.
How is Finn gonna organize his settlement now?
I don't know. Does it automatically put it there and you have to work around it, or do you get to choose where you put it?
It's probably a choose.
Room for new buildings in my settlement, so I might have to delete the RSG.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Fired.
All right. Can we have more? Okay, the number 3. Can we have more new heroes and with more strategies, but won't they be too expensive? Question mark. I really the phrasing on this was really weird. Can we have more new heroes and with more strategies, but won't they be too expensive?
But won't be expensive.
Yeah. So the big news here, in order to satisfy players' needs for more new heroes and heroes in different scenarios, reducing the cost of hero training, we will release our first resonating hero, Wacko. Laughing Wacko can be obtained via in-game events for free. So they said that in the dev response, but in the PTR and from what I've seen, it's not going to be all free. There's going to be places you can get it, but, you know, to use them effectively, you might have to buy some. He can show off his capabilities in certain events, environments, and bring a new game experience. Devs hope that through the release of this new hero type, players will have more choices in how to match heroes and more strategies during different events. In addition, we will adopt a special training mechanism on this new hero to significantly reduce the cost of hero training and bring a better experience to players. I'm assuming when they say training, are they talking about when you link them up with the resonating frags?
Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Yeah, maybe. So just they said we'll introduce more about the hero soon. Please keep an eye out. P.S. The dev team has received feedback about hero fragments and badges and will talk more about the design direction in the next dev's feed. We sincerely hope to leave your questions or suggestions about our new changes and ideas in the comments below. Blah, 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 blah. So when they're talking about the new hero fragments and badges, and we'll talk more about the design direction, are they talking about just like aesthetics, or are they talking about like they're going to add more things or change things about the frags? How they're used? I don't know. They're so vague with some of this stuff. Like, I mean, it sounds like it's direct, but to me it doesn't really explain a whole lot about that stuff.
Right, because the question hasn't been, oh, we don't like the design, can you change it? It's, can we do something with the extras that we have?
Yeah.
That's what we're concerned about. No one cares. I mean, not that no one cares what it looks like, but that is like bottom of the totem pole in the priority for those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you think they're just maybe like intentionally misconstruing the questions and like answering it differently?
Right.
We should probably be a little bit nicer and say, as you know, Comrade Mayor said, should admit they finally started hearing us in a weird way, but still better than nothing. I agree.
Absolutely.
I 100% agree. They were not giving us dev feedback at all, and so now they are.
Yeah.
And so now they are. So I do think that we should like keep an open mind about most of this stuff and wait until it comes out and then judge it. We're just all speculating. You know the show. We like to speculate and talk about it and think about what it's going to be, but we will give it a chance and then see what happens afterwards.
Yeah, no one's gonna quit because of it or start another riot over it or anything like that. It's just, you know, what we're comparing what history has brought us with what they've given us, and you know, they could change. They could give us exactly what we were asking for, or they could give us, you know, like 50-50. So we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. When will they give more land? I don't have space for all those buildings. See, I need to probably do my Fury, what does your settlement look like? Like, is it all super decorated? Is it neat and nice, or are you kind of messy with it?
My 42 one is pretty neat. I haven't added a lot of the recent decorations that they've given us, but I've kept it pretty neat. My 359 one is still a hot mess.
Is it really? I should go look at it.
Yeah.
That makes me feel better, because I'm just not all into the whole thing with decorating. It takes too much time.
Where are you in 359? Oh.
She's on the
honestly,
outskirts.
yeah, I haven't logged in so long. I have no idea.
You call that a hot mess?
Oh, is it not a hot mess?
No.
Compared to my 42 one, it's a hot mess.
It is like super organized. Each building is like the exact same squares away from each other. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a hot mess for me. Like, yeah. There's no really decorations.
Now I gotta go look.
Lane.
There's light. You put light posts up.
I should probably log in and see what it looks like. Maybe I changed it and don't remember. Let's see.
All right, let's look. Let's go look at Fury's base and just kind of take a look.
Right.
Where is it at? Where is Fury at?
You should share it.
Oh yeah, I'm sharing it right now.
Okay.
Where's Fury at? I can't find her.
I don't think I'm.
She's where?
Oh,
Am I even in the hive?
I don't know where you are.
Well, we can't look at Fury because we can't see her base. I can't even find her.
Yeah, you have to go to the members and go to her through members because she's disappeared because of Horde.
I did?
Yep.
Oh, from burning?
Yeah.
Just log in, Fury. Jeez.
I'm logging in right now.
I'm actually kind of curious what happens since you're invisible and someone's in your spot.
Really?
Yeah.
Get in my spot.
I agree, Eric B. It would be cool to be able to see inside settlements in other states. I've always been curious about that. I can't even find you in the alliance list. Oh my gosh, this is how bad it is.
Here, I'll comment. I'm logging in right now. I'll comment in chat.
Okay. Oh, I see you. View. Here we go. Oh, shut up. That is not a mess. That is not a mess. Have you seen Apexes? Did you get to see Apexes?
No.
Here.
Wait, did you log in?
I'm switching.
I mean, look at Apex. This is some quality content right now. We're just looking at each other's bases right now.
I guess it's organized. It's just boring.
Hold on. Where did you go?
Comrade said, "Oh, and I thought my settlement is chaos." No, Apex is a total mess. Like I can't stand looking at his; it hurts my face.
It still shows that you're invisible. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, she just helped me build a 30. Best decoration that I like in game is bonsai aquarium, turkey farm, and the ugly scary tree. My favorite is the ugly scary tree. I like the Halloween skins. I think they just look cool, and I like the wolf skin and the what is the one that we had? The hope, with the bones going up, Nero.
Oh, that's
the one I have now.
Endless Hope.
Endless Hope. I think it's just a cool looking skin to me. I don't know why. It's the way the light comes down on it and everything. It's just really neat.
That's the one I booted Apex out of the permanent skin.
Yeah.
Throw that in there again, that I booted him out.
Yeah, I got that permanent skin too. I like the wolf one too. I think it's cool.
I love that one. I'm so mad I didn't get top 10 for that.
Yep. I love the wolf. Durable Durgan. Let's look at Double Durgan's settlement. His is pretty nice, actually. Durgan's is nice. It looks like a penis, though, to be honest.
That's probably on purpose.
He probably did that on purpose, yeah.
Yeah.
And then look at Rangers. Let's find Rangers. His says Finn sucks, I believe. Yep. Finn sucks. There you go. Really nice.
I'm gonna take a look at Little Gump.
Very nice.
Little Gump's is very nice.
I'm in the hive now.
Good.
Little Gump's my favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's the favorite?
Little Gump.
Little Gump.
Who the hell is Lil Gump?
Zoltan's son. And
He's got no fear, man.
Mm-hmm.
Got no fear.
He's got what?
No fear.
No fear. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
A 5-star popped in our hive during state versus state, and immediately he's like, what is he, like a 24, 25?
Yeah.
Yeah. He immediately launched a rally against him.
Oh,
like, no, dude. You
hell yeah!
Rally.
Full send, little guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I joined it.
I bet Apex did too if he was on.
But you know what? I love players that play the game that way because they're just having fun. They're treating it like a game. Where I feel like a lot of us because we have a lot of money invested in it and we spend so much time in it, it's like a job that we're trying to, or a really expensive car that we're trying to protect and buff up and not really use and not spend the mileage on kind of thing, not drive it anywhere. I think we don't treat it as enjoyment, and I love seeing players like him. I have
like 100 troops total because I just throw my troops at things.
Yeah, you play like that. Apex plays like that. You guys just play the game to have fun, and if you lose troops, you lose troop, and it's not a big deal, and I think that's a fun way to do it.
Troops are built to die.
They really are. That's what I always pick on Nikki. Nikki's always like, oh my gosh, I don't like being on the edge here. I'm going to get zeroed. And I'm like, dude, I've gotten zeroed so many times. It really will be fine.
I've lost 20 troops. I'm done.
It'll be fine. I promise.
Oh, I can totally see that from her too.
Yes, that one first day, I lost like 400,000 something troops, and she almost had a heart attack, and I'm laughing.
Oh my god, Nikki.
Yeah, Nira's just like, it'll be all right. So, yeah. Next stream I want to do, this one's kind of been our relaxed stream, but I want to do one. We're getting the new hero soon, by the way. Fury.
Huh?
In 359, the new heroes are coming out in like a day and a half, 2 days.
Oh. That'll make Apex happy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I haven't put any codes out. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. There we go.
I'm back.
I know. First code is Rock On State 69. I don't know where the State 69. Did Finn create that at some point?
Yeah.
His first stream with SOS was State 69.
Yep. So there you go. Rock On State 69 is the first code. You guys make sure you get that one redeemed. And actually, I'll go ahead and throw out the second code while we're here. It is Mom is Calling.
Mom was calling?
That's from the last stream. My mom called like 3 times. You remember I had this screen share up and it kept showing down Mom calling, answer the phone.
Mom, I'm on stream.
Yeah. She always does that. She does it during trap, during SVS, like clutch time when I'm trying to kick people out of a tower that are about to die. She always calls during that time.
Nice.
Yeah. I know. So, yeah. So, you guys get your 2 codes. So, yeah, but I do want to do a stream where I would like to bring on people like Jeremy and some of the older states like, Fury and Mayor. You're welcome to come join as a guest, but I would like to get some people on to talk about the matchmaking. Like, it's so weird and I don't understand. I still can't wrap my brain around like some of the matchmaking that's happening, like in Reservoir Raid and in SVS.
Oh yeah, like how come we've had 42 has been matched with 29 like 3 times now?
Yeah, like how is that happening? How do you have rematch, like that many rematches?
Right? There hasn't been enough state versus state to have to reshuffle to the same ones like that. Even if you do them and if they're doing them in batches like 1 through 50 or 1 through 60 or whatever, like we got years to go through.
I guess what I want to figure out, or I'm hoping that somebody can enlighten me and let us know, is it based on a certain algorithm? Like, is there an algorithm out there for it that's like just this is what it is? It's BP, it's state BP, or it's active members BP, or is it like raid scores, like in Reservoir, just straight raid scores, or is it the BP or the settlement level? Like, I don't understand it.
Right.
I think it's a roulette table.
Probably, because there aren't that
throw it out there.
Yeah, there aren't that many similarities between like the different alliances in these different states. Like ones that we've been paired with, they've had, one massive alliance and then a couple smaller ones, or it's spread out evenly, or it's like it's all over the place.
Yeah, I think it was Jeremy that said that he got matched up with the same states a couple times too already, And then I'm seeing all of these, like, especially in the Discord or in Teddy's server, there's just, like, people showing the matchups, and they're just, like, so wide range. Like, you have older states and newer states getting matched up where they have completely different not battle mechanics, but, like, they have state dynamics that are different. Like, would they have the Hero Academy and things like that. They're different. And then you have states that are matched up that don't, like, the hero... what heroes are available are completely different, and that doesn't seem fair to me at all. Like, if you have brand new heroes in one state and you're matched up with somebody that has, like, Tweak and Roxy in them, you know, like, how is that fair?
That is very irritating.
Yep.
Like, it would be like if 359 got matched up with 42. What the hell?
Right. Oh, I'll take you guys on.
You'd zero delete in a second, wouldn't you? Even though he's not even active on there, you'd be like, delete, you're going down.
Right? Oh, yeah. And Apex.
Would you hit Apex?
With one of the accounts, yeah. Not with mine, but with one of them.
Yeah.
A swift breeze would knock out Apex, let's be honest.
Swift.
Wow. Thank you for the confidence, Nero.
Right.
No
I
problem.
see the 5-star. That's impressive.
Yeah. His stats are pretty good too. Like,
Yeah.
he's getting up there. Leo said, why don't alliances register with different times from the last one if you keep matching with the same people? I mean, Fury, did you guys do that? Did that change anything?
What, like changing our sign-up times?
Yeah.
Not really. Our sign-up times have been pretty consistent. Like, we pretty much had them at the same time. There's only been 1 or 2 that have been different.
Well, that's what he's saying, that if you would change the times up, then it might would
Oh.
change your matchup.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think yeah, it was only like once or twice that our times were different than what we're used to. So and we didn't even, the one that we get, or now it's our priority one, but at first it wasn't. I don't know. It is wonky.
But then it's like, but you might change your time up, but then the other team might change theirs as well, and then you still get matched up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, they might decide to do the same thing.
Yeah, and it's just like with the bunkers. Like, like whose alliance takes priority in the time sign up.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the previous owner of that building,
Mhm.
I guess, takes the priority. Like, I mean, that would, if I had
would
an
make
answer for
sense.
that question, yeah, that's what, yeah. I don't know.
You know what? I agree. And me and Finn were talking about this, Comrade Mayor, for when we do a matchmaking stream to kind of like try to test it before would be, he said, a good experiment to reduce Alliance BP of top 10 times 2 at matchmaking stage and check if it will affect the matchmaking. Because he was talking about that too, like wondering, that's our theory, is that it's like active BP in a state. Not BP, but like logged in the last like week or whatever it is. What do you know what stage it is that people go like disappear off of the map after how many days it is they haven't logged in? Does anybody know that?
I think it has to do with horde. I don't think they just disappear for not being in, because there's a lot of I could be completely wrong with this, but I've seen a lot of like 12 HQs that have been there for weeks and weeks that aren't in alliances.
Oh, you think the horde porting them is what caused them to go off the map?
That's what I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that wouldn't work. But like at some certain number, what you consider as somebody inactive, like 30 days offline. So then anybody that's logged in the last 30 days, do they take all the BP from the logins, or do they take BP off of the whole state regardless of activity? You know?
Yeah.
Because that makes a huge difference.
Is inactive.
I don't know.
Wrong with it, but 30 days that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like if you log in once a week, okay, you're active, but
I mean,
Is that really
So when
active?
not
No,
active,
it's
but,
not. When I just logged in to 359, I was at 44 days.
Nice.
Jesus, Fury. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not.
A lot
Oh,
of bundles though.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you get the return bundles.
Yeah,
Those are always nice.
definitely.
I'm getting a lot of those in law.
I logged into one of my accounts and it was like 200 days inactive or something around that.
Yeah.
I just that bundle after bundle after bundle. I'm like, okay, this is enough.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right, well, so much for
A
that.
lot of days.
Hmm?
That's just a lot of days.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
My
well,
first account I have ever had, the alliance I started in is now #1, which was ridiculous.
wait a minute. Where was that? What state was that?
170
That's the first state you were ever in?
first date,
I didn't know that. When did you come to 125?
like a week later.
Really?
Yeah, I got my HQ up to like 24, and Nikki told me that I couldn't switch. This is when you could switch states, like if you're below 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought she said after 10 I could switch. So I just like kept pumping it up, and I got to 24. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to switch now. And she goes, what's your HQ level? I was like, 24. She goes, yeah, no. That's
No,
not happening.
you're not doing it. I have a bunch of dead accounts like that too. When they were like, it was right before that switch happened, and they were saying that it was under 10, and then they changed it to under 6 or something, and then they changed it all together where you can't do it at all, like jump, like that. So I have a bunch of. They should make it where you can delete an account. Like
Well, you needed a coin or something.
Mm-hmm.
Once you had the coin, you can switch if you were under HQ 6, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they took that out now altogether as well.
Yeah, that was only around for like a month, I think, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I missed that boat. I wish they would
I was
take.
able to jump into 359 before I was HQ 6.
Wait, you said it again?
It was like when I started playing and I made an account on the game, it started me in like state 5 something. And I was able to teleport into 359.
Yeah.
Mm,
What HQ level were you?
under
Like
6.
5
Yeah.
or
Five?
6.
Huh, that's weird.
I don't know. They changed it so much from when we were messing with it. I wish they would allow us to delete your accounts though, because I've got a bunch of garbage places where I was trying to get into 359.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said, unfortunately, we can only know how the matchmaking's done with testing because there's no official info about matchmaking and methods of matchmaking. Yes, that's like the bane of our existence with this game is that there's no really official info about battle mechanics,
Anything.
or matchmaking. There's no transparency with any of the game mechanics at all. And it's so frustrating. Like we fuss about it all the time. And I think they are trying to do more about like giving us dev feedback and stuff like that. But the biggest issue is just, come on. Just some transparency on how to play the game would be helpful. And like matchmaking, that would be extremely helpful because that would help us figure out how to build a state, how to build your alliance correctly to get a good match. I mean, I'm sure it would involve people trying to dupe the system in some way or exploit it, but at the same time, people are going to do that anyway, right?
Absolutely.
I think so. All right, guys. Anything else to talk about? I'm kind of done. I'm tired.
You're done.
Yeah, it's only 10. Well, it's almost 10:30, so it's been over an hour, almost an hour and a half. But yeah, it's been a long week. I'm tired. What do we have going on tomorrow? Capital?
Capital.
That was last weekend.
No. What is going on
I wish we
tomorrow?
had Capital this week too.
Oh no,
Better be
state
on
warfare starts. Matchmaking starts tomorrow, but that's it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Res raid, that's all I gotta say. I signed you up, so.
Res raid. Yes. I will
Because
be
you don't
there.
get it one time. So
You
every
guys
time
better not have too much fun without me.
Oh, you can't play tomorrow?
it's on
No,
Sunday.
it's we have it set for Sunday.
Oh.
Apex is going hunting.
Yes, I am.
Twite.
Not zombie hunting, just regular hunting.
Yeah,
Well, we'll find out. There might be zombies.
I would prefer if they're not, because I would probably pee my pants.
Right. It's not quite like playing it on your mobile game.
No, that would be pretty horrifying, I think.
Yeah.
Could you imagine getting attacked by a zombie horde and be like, "Excuse me, I have to log in for this res raid.
Right.
Just wait a few minutes.
Yeah, right.
Climb up in a tree, do your res raid, then go back down.
Yeah.
Attack the zombies. That would be hilarious." So res raid is on Sunday, so we're good. So tomorrow I'm taking the whole day off tomorrow, and not doing anything then, since there's nothing really going on in game. And I'm gonna watch horror movies all day tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna hit up Fury, because Fury is horror movie queen. She
Yeah.
knows all the good horror movies, so I'll probably hit her up and like find out the best ones to marathon.
Yeah.
I'm not into series right now. Everybody's into series. All the Netflix shows, everything is series now. I just want some movies, like good movies.
Yeah. I only like to do series when I'm like doing some kind of resource building on a game or something, like, something on the background. That's what series are good for. But if you just want to chill, movies are where it's at.
Oh yeah.
As long as you don't have a list of requirements like Nikki did over Halloween.
Oh yeah.
You can't pay attention to her with movies, because she's like weird with like she doesn't want.
No. What's that one movie you told us to watch?
Trick or Treat.
No, that cult movie.
That was me.
cult?
That was that was me with Midsummer. I told him to watch
I don't
Midsummer.
think I've ever seen.
It was
That was
not.
good.
I love that movie.
No, it wasn't.
It's gross. That's what's good about it, is it's just gross.
It's just
all
weird
over.
too.
I was
it.
like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, what is going on in this movie right now?
It's great.
Yeah.
I'm throwing up the third code right now before we get off, guys. The third code is clean shave Finn. Not clean shaven, but clean shave Finn.
I don't like it.
I don't like him I don't like him.
It makes me
shaved
incredibly
either.
uncomfortable, and I don't know why.
It does. He looks like a child.
Yeah, he looks like a different person. Little model
Plus,
Finn.
I just love beards. Like, man needs a beard to me. I just love beards. And he looks good with a beard.
Yep. It's his look. That's what he's sported for so long, and now it's like, oh my god. It's like when your dad first shaves their mustache off or something.
Yeah, you don't even recognize them anymore.
Oh, can we talk about centers real quick?
Yes, please. Tell us about centers.
Okay. So my issue is like when the newer states have these centers, right? And you can compete for the centers, and it gives you buffs. So like a March buff, you go like what, 5% faster or whatever.
Yep.
Or they have different levels.
Like this one that we
Or
own.
they have a 5? They don't have a 5. Just 1 through 4.
1 through 4.
1 through 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever alliance are touching these borders of these centers can compete for the center.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 24-hour, like you have to hold it for 24 hours, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because now I have a March in the center defending it. Now I have to keep it there for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So now you have these alliances where they're going to hit it with their farm alliance to reset the timer to a half hour. And then they're going to pull out with, they're cheesing it. They're going to pull out with their farm alliance, and then they're going to go in and only have to hold it for a half hour.
Yep.
One, Fury, do you think that's fair?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay. Two, I think the 24-hour thing is ridiculous. Maybe 2 hours?
I would say 2, max of 4. Maybe.
I would say that too. But 24 hours is a long time to hold up a bunch of people's best marches sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there's things like traps. There's things that events are going on. There's all these different. There's kill events going on during all this stuff like that. It's way too long to be tying up troops for stuff like that.
Right. And and most of these centers aren't like a 2-minute march away. We have some that are 25 minutes marches away.
Yeah.
You know, so if you have trap, yeah, you can do the urgent recall, but I mean, some people don't think to do that, and they either miss trap because their best march is coming back, or they speed it up and use biocaps or march speed ups.
Right. And the rewards don't really outweigh the cost for it.
And they don't stack.
They don't stack. That's the whole thing. Is we are little jerks. I mean, to be honest, I told Nero the other night, I was like, we're kind of jerks because at one point we had all of the centers, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. And I was like, why are we taking all the centers? They don't stack. And Nero's like, yeah, but they don't have them now, though. They don't have the buffs. And it was just, okay, I get that. You're right. Okay. But, yeah, you can't stack them. So, I mean, I don't know. That's
right. And then after, like you said, the 2 to 4 hours, I feel like whoever was holding it previously should get that center after those 2 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, or to even switch it up more, it goes to nobody, and then it's a free-for-all when it opens again.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
That makes sense.
Say that again. So for 2 to 4 hours, it's open contest. You can contest for it, and then.
Well, say that we have RSG has a center, right?
Yep.
We don't have anybody. It takes 2 days for it to open again.
Mm-hmm.
After those 2 days, we don't have anybody in that center, and say nobody notices it. And after the 2 hours, we don't send anybody there.
Yeah. Okay.
It should just be a blank center.
It defaults back to us.
Right.
Whoever owned it previously.
Or no one gets it because that's our fault for not paying attention to it.
I think it's our fault for not paying attention to it. It goes back to neutral.
I think so too. I would like that.
Yeah, like you have to do something to actually get it. That
Right,
makes sense.
Because we do have some where we're touching the center, but there's other alliances that are either dead alliances or the towers are invalid that we don't send any troops to because we know no one else is going to go for it. So in order for us to pay attention to that, it would go neutral if we don't send anything to it.
Right.
You know.
No. But we're never going to have one go neutral because we have Tao.
Yeah. Tao is
Oh, she's great.
Tao is great. Tao is did we go ahead and make her an R4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tao Fury, she's this chick. She's from Australia, correct?
Yeah.
I think I remember her.
Bananas. Like she set a rally on some like the top player in the States alt farm account that had his name in it. She's like, "Oh, it's my bad." She got zeroed, and she was like, "It's fine. I'll be playing
I
it." She's
use my training speed ups.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
She's
Okay.
super
Nice.
chill. Super chill. She plays the game for fun as it's meant to be. But she's also very invested in the centers. Like a center opens up, she'll go in and rush in and steal these centers off. And she's just like, that's her jam, is all of the centers and trying to make sure that we get as many as possible. So it's super, super fun.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
She got the level 4
Did she?
by herself.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't on, but I saw it after. In level 4 centers, you lose troops. You lose what, 20% of your troops or 10% of your troops?
10%.
10%. And like, without question, she sent to him. Saw it was open and went for it and got it.
Nice.
I was like, good for
I think
you.
we did lose one of the level 4s afterwards, though, because then somebody set a rally on it and there was only like 3 people inside.
Yes, that was. I mean, we got it 2 days ago, and it was when it opened this time. We lost it. But.
Oh, okay.
What is Eric saying? He said, first week in championship bracket for Throwdown, places 16 through 18 have 280K points.
That's a lot of points. Holy shit.
That's a ridiculous amount of points.
That's a lot of spending. Wow.
Like, okay, wait a minute. So the champion, I wish we could see ranks for champion, you know? Like, I wish
Yeah.
we could go to each of the different tiers and then see who's in the top 10 or 20 from those tiers. It would just be interesting to see, you know, for us all to be
Yeah.
able to look. That's a lot. What does
is a
that
lot.
break down? If you have, how many does that per person? If you have an active alliance, let's say you have, how many people are usually in there? Let's say 50 people. What is that? What's 250 divided by 50? 250K divided by 50. Somebody math for me.
It's,
I kicked out of college.
isn't that 50K?
No.
250,000 divided by 50.
Yeah.
That's what, 25,000 each? No, 5,000.
1,000 each.
That means every person, 50 people, have to get at least 5K points.
Oh, hell no.
Solo points. Or you have the top 10 like going well over 12 or whatever, you know?
That's just a lot.
I haven't even
I'm
made
happy if I pass 1,000.
Right. I haven't made an alliance throwdown point in months.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't see it. Well, in any of them, I just don't see the point with throwdown anymore. Like, it's just not worth it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, and for us, it's like it's so much more expensive to make points now.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The rewards are terrible for that.
They
Yeah.
are. I agree.
They're horrible.
I had an extra 0, Nikki.
Nikki, y'all need to go back to elementary school. Listen,
I mean,
it's Friday
you
night.
could-
We don't math here on Friday
Yeah.
First
nights.
place, like 15 legendary frags, maybe 15,000 bios, then 10 1-hour speed ups for each. Like,
Yeah.
what's this 8? Why 8 legendary frags for first place? And why 4,000? And why 6 1-hour speed ups?
Yeah.
Like, why? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I'd rather keep saving what I'm saving for special events like skin events where you actually get something that helps you and it's not just about like a ranking. Yeah, and a slight increase in rewards that you can just get elsewhere.
Right.
Yeah, that's the smart way to do it, but I just want to beat Nero.
Oh,
Right.
you're not going to.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
The statue is pretty and cool. Yeah, I'm not spending for a statue.
Nero,
Letty.
look at my speed
I would.
ups here, dude. Let's see. I got 1,144 1-hour speed ups.
Oof. That's good.
That is good. I could beat you
Good,
if I
you're
wanted to.
on
I'm
your
saving
way
them
to the
though.
top.
But I
On your way
might
to the
blow
top.
them all. Who knows? I might also die tomorrow, so I might blow them all tonight. He knows I won't because he knows I don't have any res. I
Right.
cannot farm to save my life.
You don't go out hunting with me enough.
That's because you just all of a sudden pop up and be like, "Oops, look what I did," and like nobody's around. We don't know. Oh, there's Tal. You're welcome for the shout out. We love you.
Hey,
Tal.
Tal.
Yeah, not good rewards. Oh, Letty said not good rewards, but the statue is pretty and cool. I agree, Letty. It is a
Do
pretty
it for
cool
the
statue.
Oh my god. I better get a statue from Res League. Let me tell
So,
you.
how is that? How is the are you thinking about like the Nations Cup thing? Like, have y'all started thinking about that and talking about it yet?
No, we're taking this like 1 week at a time because there's so much pressure around it and so much chatter about it. And like, yeah, we're still focused on Res League. We haven't even begun to discuss the rest of it.
Yeah.
And it's been crazy. Res League has been intense.
So,
And
are the rewards good for Res League?
yeah, I mean, they're okay. The rewards for winning are pretty good. And, you know, the top alliance at the end of them, or like the top in each different zone, the extra skins
Mm-hmm.
are worth it. You know,
Yeah.
like that's what people are fighting for is skins.
Absolutely.
That's where it all boils down to the skins. So, yeah, we'll see.
I'm excited. I really want you to stream it so that we can watch that. I don't know. Are you guys against streaming your tactics for Res League though?
kind of. So like personally, it's not. I don't know. Like I don't really have. The only SOS following that I have right now on my channel is like my own alliance.
Got it.
So, you know, for them, they're not going to be watching because they fucking better be playing instead. um, but for Sunday's event, it probably would be worth streaming because everybody wants to see LDN crush us, and I just want to have it on record, and like, you know, if we end up winning, I sure as shit want that video on record.
You do. You
Yeah.
do.
Well, and like last weekend, we were fighting TWN, and everybody thought TWN was such hot shit. And they streamed the first like 14 minutes of the event. I guess they have a streamer in their alliance.
Uh-huh.
And so they did stream it, but then they cut it off because at that point, it was pretty clear that we were going to annihilate them. And it was surprising. Honestly, it almost felt like they threw the event because they didn't want to fight LDN.
Really?
Yeah, because like there was no way. They're a good alliance. They rank high in the showdown, and they have a lot of maxed accounts. Like it just did not make any sense at all. They had the troop counts. They had more troops than we did. Like, I mean, we're great, but I mean, it should have been a more tough fight.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, that they would cut the stream like that, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then I asked on, like, because they were posting it on Teddy's Discord, but then I asked, I'm like, why did you cut it off? Like, it was a good fight. Like,
yeah,
why
interesting.
why didn't you continue streaming it? Like 14 minutes, and it was at the beginning.
What did they say?
Nothing. Not a word.
Ooh, the drama.
Right?
Love it.
Well, right? And then the one before that, we fought NBS, and oh man, that one I've never felt like my nerves were never as wrecked with any other Res League match than that one. We were behind in points by like 20k the whole time until 3 minutes before the end, and then we just wiped them. Like I honestly thought we were going to lose. We were all depressed in our voice chat. We were like, all right, well, I guess we're out of Res League. And then we made some really good moves at the end and just annihilated it. It was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. I wish I had streamed that one.
So it says that almost all LDN players are P5. Almost all of them.
Yep.
Is that how you guys are? Is S&M that way? Or
no,
close?
We're close. Like we have quite a lot of fives, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, we have a really good strategy. It has never failed us before, and
Plasma's not everything, though.
it really isn't.
So if you don't stream, can you at least do a live stream in Discord for your friends? For us to watch it as you're doing it?
Yeah, we did. Someone in our Discord, in our alliance, actually streamed it and recorded it. They just had a problem with the file, but I'll do something. If it's not on my Twitch, it'll be in Discord, and I'll have it for you guys. But
yay! Please message me and tell me, because I want to watch that. I would forego a horror movie for that.
Right? Maybe I'll add some people to our Discord.
I would love it. You could even probably charge admission tickets for that, to be honest.
Right?
We did that for one of our charity streams where we charged a band. We printed off bands for the American Cancer Society, and everybody that had a band and showed a picture of it could get into a certain server that we had live things going on. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I know it makes my alliance, the leaders there, it makes them nervous to especially to be on a voice chat and have it on Twitch and potentially have a LDN watching.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, so they're pretty nervous about that.
Because there's some advanced strategies. Like when you get to that level where you're playing in playoffs in Res League, because we play Res League. I mean, we play Res Raid, and it's usually a shit show of us yelling and screaming at each other and just having fun. But when you get to this level, it's just like anything else that you're at a pro level playing. It's serious. Like, it's serious, and you guys have strategies you planned out for like a month.
Yeah, like, we're not joking around. We're hyper focused on what we're doing. So if for anybody else watching, it's going to be boring, because we're not going to, we have to be 100% focused on what we're doing, especially this one. So
that sounds so boring.
Look at Nikki.
Okay. For these two killers, it sounds great.
I don't want it. I'm so glad we got knocked out in like the first 2 rounds.
It's not for me. That kind of stress level is not for me.
It's a lot of pressure.
Remember how I
Colossus.
said I throw my troops at things?
Yeah.
Like, I lost every one of my 1.5 million troops in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. And if you don't have if you're not willing to spend all of your speed ups to get them all back, repeatedly, if you're going to play like that, then don't play like that. Or, be ready to lose.
Every single one of my speed ups and did it again right after.
Yeah, of course. Because it's so much fun. It's literally the best event this game has.
It really is.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. Res Raid is the most fun that you're going to have in this game.
My favorite event, hands down.
Oh, yeah. People take it serious. We take it serious. We haven't lost a game in over a year. We're not...
I mean,
okay.
At your level...
I'm little,
At your state's level, I bet that you guys don't really put forth effort in any other part in the game other than just everything goes towards what will make Res League, what will make us better in Res League. Does that make, you know what I'm saying? Not any kind of shenanigans in the state capital and all that stuff, right?
Right. We had to squash a lot of the drama that we had, because we have to, everybody needs to be focused on these other events that keep us in the game, because the drama takes you away from it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so a lot of that shit had to be squashed pretty quickly. So once Res League came out, it was that is the priority over everything else. So,
if I make a farm in your state, will you accept it in the alliance?
In mine?
Yeah, yours.
Probably.
Yeah,
for this
you.
event. If you want to do it for this event, I'll definitely add you.
Well, I'm gonna apply for a rest trade then, so
that's fine.
Okay.
Fury, just tell him no. You know you're not gonna let him in there with your farm account.
We have alt account. I mean, okay, we can't talk about it on the game, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
there's ways to play that. It.
Yeah.
Jeremy's been waiting, although he's supposed to be talking to Patient, and I don't know if he is or not. Don't ask me. I'm not the one who's in charge of it, Jeremy. So,
yeah. I'm excited to see it then.
Me too.
I would be excited just to see it, to not so much rip off strategies, because obviously we're not getting into Res League. We're not that kind of players, but just to kind of get, even if it's just one little tip of something that we could use in our res raids, just to give us a little bit of an edge, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to use a strategy in 359.
I know
just kind of going around and beating the shit out of everybody's fun as hell.
You just basically, everybody's like, where's Apex? What is he going to set a rally? Oh, he's over in this corner just hitting people and doing stuff. He's all over the place. Not focused at all.
I average going through 60 ports each res raid.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Stop it.
I go through 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very strategic. I'm not.
I put myself in a certain spot on the map to make sure that I'm going through as minimal.
I blow 50,000 bio caps per res raid.
Oh my gosh.
Bios? Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, bios are
gone.
What do you spend the bios on in res raid?
Mark speed ups.
That's it.
Yep.
You
almost
have to.
Glad that I'm not in this res raid for the sole purpose of I'll be able to save all of those for SVS next week now.
Yeah.
Even SVS is, since they trimmed SVS to the 12 hours, it's more enjoyable. I still am furious that they keep it at the same freaking time, because 2 a.m. is not fun. But as far as the event itself, if we just got an adjustment in the time,
Well,
it would be great.
I think they could actually do just a few adjustments, and it would make SVS so much more enjoyable. Number one, they could do the time change, switch up the times, alternate it. Number two, put a damn fog over the Capitol. Just put a fog over the Capitol and then release it when the SVS start. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would prevent all of the alts, all of the stuff that it's cluttering up everything. Just have it fun again. And then have more incentive for winning the prep stage. Like the prep stage versus the throwing it versus winning. There needs to be some kind of change up with that, because that's frustrating.
It would be so much more interesting if they put a fog over it. Then you see everybody just like waiting for it to go away. And then people jumping in and attacking each other because you took my spot and I'm going to that spot.
Be so much fun.
Bloodthirsty. That's an actual state versus state war.
Yeah.
It'd be like Target on like Black Friday.
It would be so much fun. And I wish they would just do it. It seems like they already have the mechanic in the system to do it. They have the...
Absolutely.
They do it already. So just do it for the SVS. It's annoying. The other thing that was just secondary, but Finn had this idea about bringing in the rest of the state in by using the centers and the bunkers somehow for SVS points or for SVS buffs for your state, like capturing the bunkers and the alliance centers and stuff like that for the smaller alliances that are playing. I think that is a really good idea to kind of incorporate the whole state versus just the top two that are fighting at cap, you know?
Yeah.
So with the fog, you would have it as soon as Capital ends, the fog would come again. I would say like the fog will come at reset the day before.
Yeah.
Capital, and anyone that's in Capital would just be random ported out.
Yeah, because otherwise people just they make them ahead of time and just leave them there. No, it would be one of those fog goes up and they're random ported out. Anybody that's there, and then I
like that a lot.
It would be so much better.
Yeah.
And it would change, honestly, it would change also the dynamics of the throwing prep too. Because that's one of the biggest reasons that people throw it, is to have the better advantage, with location. So, I mean, I think that would help with some of that a lot.
The anxiety level for these players would go through the roof.
Right? Having everybody have to be on as it opens. Like, you couldn't do that unless you're going to change the times up, because, like you said, 2 a.m. for you. It's what, 4 or 5 a.m. for us?
Yeah, it's 5 a.m.
Yeah. I'd still want to sleep. I don't know. But
if it was that exciting at 5 a.m., I would wake up to do that, because it would be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really would be. Like, I don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. and plot my castle somewhere. I still say castle like in Game of War, but settlement somewhere, and have like a 20-minute march, like on the outskirts. It's not any fun.
Right? I just like being able to show up late, and then if I want a spot, I just kind of murder that person and then take that.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, I mean, it is ideal.
The first hour of Capital, I don't even help with the Capital, and I just attack people along the edge. They're trying to set rallies. I am a real ass.
I don't know if you know this.
On the outside last Capital. Like, I'm on the very, very, very outside of Capital, and I got hit.
Yeah. Oh, because you're Nero.
Just because.
They're just looking for someone to pick off. They're just
looking for somebody with a short name.
I logged on and I'm like, what? Why is my hospital full?
Yep.
I know exactly who hit you too.
Who?
No,
this was last Capital.
In ours?
No, this was in 125.
Oh.
My alt. I'm like, you never hurt anybody.
It's an alt. You got to hit alts. Come on. But
yeah, that's true.
Fury, Apex is becoming the possible Daedric of 359.
Yep.
We need to have a chat, Apex.
He's playing his game, but I will say there's a difference. There's a steady difference. Apex does follow the rules and doesn't intentionally zero. I mean, he will zero, but it's not intentional. He never hits more than twice.
It's just because his stats are high.
It's because his stats are so high.
Yeah.
So he will hit somebody, and it might zero them if their hospitals are full, or if they're just their stats are crappy.
But within the rules.
But he never
If you're
breaks
sitting
the rules.
around 700,000 T9s, and then you also have like 60 million iron, you should expect to have someone hit you at some point.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, like, about our state is, like, we get along so well. We're like the unicorn of the game, I feel.
I feel that way too. 359.
Because
It's almost
like,
too
we
good.
don't have any allies in RSG, but
Right.
we get along with people. So I mean, I don't think we don't need allies.
No.
But I mean, everyone's so comfortable that you'll just recon some random person and they'll have like 190 million food and wood and like 80 million metal and gas.
But that's
And there'll
the
be
problem.
an HQ-22.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you.
That's the
I'm
problem
gonna
with
hit
our state, though, and I've said it a million times. That's why we get killed in SVS. Nobody knows how to fight. Nobody knows how to be resilient and knows how to like protect themselves, like, because we're so peaceful. So I think it's good that you and Apex are going to shake things up and you're hitting people and stuff like that. I'm fine with it. Hit as many as you want.
Oh, I get a lot of angry messages and a lot of very confused people that like almost make me feel bad because they're like, "Oh, why did you hit me?" And it kind of feel bad when I write back to them and say, "Oh, I was bored."
Look, no, you're asking for it.
Yeah.
You have 150,000.
Yeah. That's what I always say.
In a billion resources, you're asking for it.
I usually say it's like you left, a bank vault open.
Wide open,
and you're asking me to just walk by it.
Right.
Yeah. I think there are major differences between Apex and Nero and Daedric. I think the way that you guys play is the way that a lot of the whales, a lot of even just normal players play. And that's what people can expect. There's a really bad side that can get to that, we experienced in 42, and like it wasn't about resources. It wasn't about, preparing people or anything like that. It was malicious. Yeah. So, and you guys are not malicious. So
no, I go for resources. If you have resources out, I'm going to hit you. If you don't, I'm going to walk right by you like I never even reconned you.
Yeah. I usually just shrug and say nothing personal. You had res out. Like,
Absolutely.
Sorry.
That's fine.
If you have like a million or two, I'm not even going to bother.
So like there was one time when I was leveling up for something. I can't remember what it was. It was somewhere, and somebody hit me and they got a good amount of res, and I was just like, they were like, I'm so, I'm sorry I had to hit you. I'm like, don't be sorry. I had res out. Like,
that's
that
part
was
of the
my
game.
bad. Like, I forgot to shield, and good job.
Yeah, absolutely. If I have res out and I get hit and I get demolished,
exactly,
that's on me. I'm not mad at the person for hitting me. I'll normally message them and be like, good hit.
Yeah, and Eric B saying it wasn't in Alliance boundaries and out in the wilderness. That is exactly the right time to hit somebody.
100%.
If you're not paying attention, if you're not like, why have a hive at all if you're not going to utilize it for protection? And like, you need people there to reinforce you. Like, you can't expect people to drop everything, move over to protect you if you're not going to give a shit.
But even like in our state, like when we like say we see a hive and we recon a bunch of people in the hive and they all have a bunch of resources, we start hitting them one by one. Mm-hmm. No one reinforces anybody.
Yeah, that's sad.
They do their intel while I attack them.
Yeah,
when there's multiple, it's not even like little people. It's like plasma 3s that if they reinforce, they would cause some damage to me.
Absolutely. Even if you lose, it's still gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. We were hitting that one hive and getting tons and tons of res, and Apex had stopped hitting, and I was just steadily hitting, and I'm a lot smaller than Apex, and they weren't reinforcing. All they did was go and cry in state chat, and then they went and cried to somebody else to try to get them to stop. I'm like, reinforce? They were doing...
Don't cry if you don't reinforce or do anything about it.
Exactly.
You have no room to cry.
It was bad. It was crazy. I did notice like what they were talking about out in the wilderness. Is it okay to attack someone? Let's say you have an alliance that you're friendly with. You don't attack them. You kind of like have an understanding. We're cool. We're not going to attack you because you're in the top 10 and we respect you and blah, blah, blah. But they have one member that is labeled as a survivor, has a survivor name, and they're out in the wilderness. You found them, and they have a ton of res. They're like, let's say 28. You can tell it doesn't seem to be as active anymore. Is it okay to hit them, or do you think it would cause, like, that's where I'm at right now. I found 2 with like Bears Alliance. One was a survivor with the Bears Alliance out in the wilderness, and I wanted to hit them, but I was like, oh, I don't know if this is going to cause like a lot of issues because I know that everybody's friends with them.
I don't even think.
Smack them.
If they're in the top alliance, I'll fucking hit them outside of Hive. Well, I'll hit them inside of Hive. I don't care.
I saved it. I might hit them tonight.
That's what that method I actually think might be better if you have a like a stable relationship with that alliance, like at least give them the courtesy of, I'm gonna wait on this. I saved it. If it's still there within a certain time period, I'm gonna go and get it. Because if then nobody can sit there and be like, oh well, we moved out or because of whatever, or they lost in horde and we just hadn't moved it back or whatever. Whatever excuse, some bullshit excuse. At least you give them that if you have a good relationship with that alliance.
Wait a minute.
At least.
So you saying you tell them, hey, I found this.
No, I don't tell them.
Okay, I was about to say, because then they'll just hit it. They'll just kick it out and hit it for resources, and I don't want that.
No, I would just personally, I'd save the coordinates, check in a couple hours. If still nothing's happened, it's out. It's fair game.
I kind of saved the cords, and I was going to check back in, like either next, like when I need another upgrade. Like when I'm ready to do another upgrade and need more res, I was gonna hit it then, but
well, don't tell these guys because they're gonna go hit it.
I like WDR for a while because I would always hit WDR, but Fireball, like they had their Hive, right, and then they had like a couple stragglers that I would always recon that always had res, but they weren't active. Like you could tell by the defense, the barrier, and I would always hit them, but Fireball would always launch a rally on me. Once I started hitting them, perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'd still hit them.
Yeah,
but go after them,
then you bounce before the rally hits.
I wait, right. And if he asked me to leave, I respect that. You're trying to protect your players and whatever, and I'd be like, maybe one more hit, then I'll head out.
I mean, just one more.
Yeah,
one more.
Well,
I'm not gonna zero everybody.
No, and that's again, it goes back to, are you being a little malicious,
or you're just playing the game?
Yeah, are you just like you're looking for some res, or you're a little bored and you're just scouting things and you hit every once in a while, like whatever.
Right.
That's the game. It's a war game.
Well, yeah, that's our only rule that we have. The only rule that we really have in RSG is just don't be a dick. Just don't.
It's not that hard.
Total dick. As long as you're playing the game and you have a reason that you're doing something because I'm having fun or this is what I need and I want to do this or whatever, do it. It doesn't matter. It's your game. And I'm definitely not telling somebody that spends thousands of dollars what they can or can't do in a game. Like whatever you want to do, that's fine. I don't have to like you though, but you can do it.
Yeah, I might give you some suggestions on how to do something different, but like it's up to you. And
like how to win friends and influence people, I can give you some tips from that book, but
but the rest is your deal, and you can deal with the consequences yourself.
Right.
Like we'll guide you in the right direction, but we're not going to tell you how to play your game. No way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm in another state with Echo. I don't know if you guys know Echo Gaming. He's a friend of mine, and he's been playing State of Survival, and he asked me to join another state just to kind of help him with tips and stuff like that. And like I've been doing a couple of like guest spots on his vids and stuff. And I love the state. The people are so great. They're nice just to pop in and chat with every once in a while. But the rules on the state are insane. They're more restrictive than our rules in 359.
Oh,
like
let's hear
way more restrictive. I'm not even going. I don't want to put them in blast, but they're way more restrictive. I
mean, if we're being completely honest, the rules in 359 are very easy to kind of exploit with like 3 hits per base, because me hitting someone 3 times is orders of magnitude different than if you hit them 3 times.
Yeah, totally. but like there's like base in the other state. There's like base settlement. They're talking about base settlement rules of like no more than 3 levels. Can you hit anybody? And you know all these kinds of like super
I hate
intense
those.
rules.
Stop giving people on our state ideas for more rules.
I would never. We would never agree with it. We would never agree
I would
to
never
it.
follow that.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't follow that.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Mickey
You
would
can
light
make-
them up.
If a level 5 HQ has a billion res, I'm hitting that.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I mean, like, if I see a level 10 headquarters that has tons of res, I don't care how big I am, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, when I first got to 125, right? I was in Rev, and I just kept on gathering, and I forget who it was that hit me. I think it was Triple X. Yeah, it was Triple X, and they like zeroed me, and I never kept more res than I needed out of my backpack. since
Yeah.
then. So I mean, I might be the person that learns from his mistakes. Some other people might just keep doing it and get a hit and then quit the game, you know. But
Yeah.
it is what
Yeah, I think that's the problem too. I think there's a big difference too with like we're getting into a whole nother discussion, but I think there's a big difference between your state age and the rules. Like I believe in the beginning you should have those rules in a state because then that keeps people growing so they don't give up like right off the bat, because it's so much easier to quit after you've only been doing it for a few weeks or a month. It's a much easier to quit and pick up and go to a new state or just to quit the game altogether than it is like 6 months or 4 months into it. If you haven't learned how to play it now, then no rules are going to save you at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think
Exactly.
early states, like in like 563 that I'm playing in, it's still a newer state, so the rules are good. I just hope that it gets to a point where those rules slacken, which I do think it will do, because the top alliance is pretty strong. I don't think they're going to deal with these rules for very long. So it's pretty fun to see play out.
If you get older players that are in that state, they're not going to abide by those rules.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
And it's
no.
a mixture of a lot of older players too that played other states and stuff like that. So I don't think they will. I think right now, I really think
They're
it's
just-
more of just growing the state right now and trying to protect it. But the problem is if SVS opens up and you're protecting everybody, how well are they going to hold up in SVS?
Right. There's
Mm-hmm.
no way, unless you have the entire state in like 3 big alliances of all the active players, there's no way to protect everybody.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, unless you just hard not teach them how.
Right. You can't just take your top like 10 guys and spread them out in 10 different alliances and expect them to reinforce everybody that's being attacked.
Eric
I
said
mean,
that.
if we're being honest, for 359, we kind of almost have that. Because, like me, just going around looking at every alliance, most of them now have at least like 1 or 2 plasma 5s. So they at least have like some capability of protecting themselves.
Right, but it's not the top alliance spreading out their top players to
Yeah.
other alliances.
Yeah.
They grew from that alliance, which is completely different. You know, I understand what you're saying, that they have protection through somebody, but from what Tits is saying, like there's one alliance that's very strong, and everyone else is just, you know, frolicking around. You know? Am I wrong, or?
No, I understand what you're saying. I didn't pick it up on quite as fast as you did.
Eric, there's somebody in the stream named Eric. I'm not sure who he is in 563, but he said that rule didn't pass. He must be talking about the rule that they were talking about
The 3 levels.
the 3 level. It didn't pass, so that's good to know. I haven't checked back in. And I have a feeling that INF, which is the top alliance there, they're probably the ones that voted against it. Hard pass on that vote because they're pretty strong. So
Yeah.
I'll attack somebody on 359 if they bring that up, and that is correct.
right.
Yeah, as they're typing.
No, right. Lil Gump will too.
Yeah, it's funny. All right, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up because I see old Ranger in my stream chat fussing about we need to wrap it up because he needs to use the Zoom. So, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. This
Okay,
is what happens when
Ranger.
you have a
Right.
streaming group. You're sharing all of the stuff. Wait a minute, one more time. Ronnie K and 146. If you're not in the top 4 alliance, you don't get to have fun of doing SVS on towers or anything. They made too many rules. They will zero you if you do anything to help fight for towers or such. Oh,
That's kind of.
yeah, that's kind of sad.
Join RSG.
Yeah, come to 350, come to 359, and join RSG.
Right? Nobody should be like swatting you away if you're
Yeah.
trying to fight for your state. If anything, they should encourage shit like that because you need other alliances to step in so you can have a break, so you can heal your troops, so you can get more people online. Like you got to shuffle.
Yeah,
Not even that. Just spread the points for your state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you make it to where nobody else even logs on during that day, your points are going to be really bad.
Yeah.
Like people are going to lose interest in the prep stage. You're going to lose their interest in all of the whole stages.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Delete and Finn were missed, but you guys were awesome and I appreciate it. Fury, Sweet Tits, we miss
Hi.
you. You can come pop into 359 with us and play a little bit.
Yeah, I'll pop in once in a while and say hi and hang out
Every
and stuff.
44 days.
44 days.
Every 44 days.
Works for me. See, we're working on this already.
It's a
44
date.
days.
44-day date.
Baby time.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
Yes.
No.
We need a cross-state kill event, and that
Yeah.
is all.
We do.
We need that immediately.
We have SVS. That's what SVS is.
Yeah, I know, but I can't just go to the other state immediately and just start murdering people for 2 days straight.
Oh, you mean just like that's just the event itself, just the kill event?
Just the event itself is just me going over and killing everyone in sight.
Yeah.
Just Apex.
Yeah.
Just
would
me.
be-
Only me.
It would be cool if you could do that with the states that are around your borders. Like if you could
Oh,
just
God,
like
that,
a pass.
yeah.
That would be it.
Yeah, you'd have a lot of people that would pay for that pass
Yeah.
I
Like
would.
open border state versus or not open border state
because
versus
you
state,
don't
open-
feel bad killing other people in other states. You feel
Yeah.
bad a
Oh, I'd
little
have
bit
zero
killing your
problem
state.
zeroing
but-
somebody from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And like you have
Nikki
to, like,
said
go to the
Apex.
border.
They've heard you
You have
every
to go to the
time.
border in order to use your pass. You can't just use it from the hive.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to go port over. They
Right.
could make a lot of money with that.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like a little door opens. I don't know, I'm thinking too much into it.
Your little door opens. Whoa.
You just right through.
You gotta wait for them to approve your visa at the border.
Yeah, you have
Check
like
your
a
passport.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nero, Apex, Sweet Tits. I need to stop calling you Sweet Tits. It's Tits of Fury. We love you all. We will see you guys next Friday. We're streaming. I don't think there's anything else going on. No. For some reason, I thought it was a holiday, but it's not. We will see you guys next Friday, and happy hunting. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Someone's got to say rock on, Alan.
Rock
Rock
on,
on,
Alan.
Alan.